Hi, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. I thought this would be kind of an interesting way to send you a birthday card, probably because I can never go through the birthday aisle and find any of those things that the people say in those beautifully written cards that really express exactly how I feel about you. I feel like it's something that they say it's a nice thought. And then I thought about writing you a letter, and I remember my remedial reading class in the fourth grade, and maybe I'm not such a good letter writer, plus I don't have a lot of time, but I am a fantastic actor. So I thought I would use this medium. I thought you'd get a kick out of it, maybe. But I love you so much, and I just wanted to share some of my feelings of love for you uh, with you on this video that I don't think I really could express in any other way. I just think such fond thoughts of you. I reflect back in my childhood, and I remember so many wonderful things. And, as a parent, I have come to learn that you cannot really predict what it is that your children are going to remember. And some of the weirdest things, they'll they'll tell you, 20 years later how mean you were about the time that you forgot to get them a Coke at the um, uh, recreation stand, refreshment stand at the ballpark, when you had your hands full of Cokes and you forgot theirs, but that's like the thing that they remember the most, and they hate you for it. But so you might find this kind of comical or and at least fun. That my fondest memory of your mothering, as odd as this sounds, is the time that uh, Burger Chef opened in Ypsilanti, and I'm pretty sure I was in the fourth grade. And it was, we lived on 310 North Grove Street, and the beautiful mansion that was became, I think, afterward, the Boys Club had a great big field in the back and a big lawn. And you checked us out of school. I think Karen and I, or maybe Jody. I'm not sure how old she was, but I just remember you sneaking us out of school at lunchtime, taking us to Burger King. I mean Burger Chef. I don't think they're in business anymore. Buying these hamburgers, which was just these little 19-cent hamburgers, but it was just the most unbelievable treat. And then helping us cut school all day while we had a picnic out behind Boys Club. And just being with you and thinking, I don't know, you're so cool and you're so special, and that no other mother would ever do such a cool thing. Also, I used to be so proud of you as my mom, because you were always the most beautiful mother in school, and whenever we had an event or mom, uh, you know, uh, parent day or come to a class play or where whatever, you were so gorgeous, kind of extra young compared to the other moms. And I just was always so proud of you. Just like you're stunning. You look like a movie star. And but the one story about the hamburgers, I don't know. It's just like that's what I think of my mom, and warms my heart when I think of you parenting, and how much love you showed to us. And I mean, and there was, I know about the hard love and all of the discipline and you had to do, and I remember now very fondly the obsession that I had with cheese, hating cheese, and then loving peanut butter and jelly, and that every day, oh my gosh, and what was this, Ann Arbor, Michigan, wintertime, walking home in the snow, freezing cold, and what do you have but a nice big bowl of homemade chicken soup and a grilled cheese sandwich, just the perfect thing that anybody would want and love. And what did I say? uh, Ick. Oh, I want peanut butter and jelly. I think I actually cried about it. How badly I wanted a peanut butter and jelly, and so you said, okay, good, and you had figured it out. You'll fix that. And the next day, I came home and can I have my peanut butter and jelly? And you said, oh yeah, absolutely. Here's your peanut butter and here's your jelly. And there was a nice big soup bowl of both of them. And you said, not only here is it is, but you're going to eat it every drop, right down to the last bite. And so at first I thought, oh, cool, this is going to be really tasty. And but about 2 bites in, I was like, no, no, Mom, it doesn't work this way. It has to be on white bread, and like you always do. And you said, oh, no, no, You're going to eat the whole bowl of peanut butter and jelly. And that was one of the coolest and probably most difficult parenting tricks that I don't know whether you pulled that out of your hat or you were reading psychology books or what, but it sure did work because I never asked for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I can barely stomach one even today, and I never asked for another one. And I really appreciated your soup and your grilled cheese. I don't know if I'd gotten to the cheese part yet, but I did enjoy all of those loving other things that you did. And that reminds me that, you were always there. You, every day that we came home from school, you were always there. We had a snack or that we could just rely on you to be there. Every meal you had cooked a wonderful, really, to today's standards, a gourmet dinner of a fabulous, whether it was salmon patties or a ham slice or fried chicken or baked chicken or meatloaf or whatever it was you made. It was always made with love, and it always came with these great side dishes, and it always came with some great vegetable, and it just, you were so caring and loving. And I look back differently now as an adult to see how important that was, how hard of work that is to do, and it's really all out of love that you do that. And then you were really an incredible wife to Dad. Excuse me, I got one of my long gray thin hairs blowing down in my face. You were such an amazing woman and mother, I mean, to us, but also a wife to Dad. I'm thinking about, we all have very fond memories of going camping and the adventures that we had, and all of the things that we did. Dad is a very active, excited guy, wanting to do kid-like fun things, not your standard stuff, but you always went along with it. I mean, you were just a part of it. We were such a close little group, a little team, and we got our little jobs done, and we went on all these hikes, and I just have so many memories. Our long trips out west, our short trips, I remember going to some state park in the dead of winter, and the idea of hiking all the way around this lake was didn't seem too exciting, but it really was. And we had a lot of we just had so much fun. You could have squelched that. You could have said, hey, that's not my bag, I'm not into that kind of thing, or had your own ideas about what you wanted to do for an activity. But you did never do that. You just kind of always went along with Dad, and you were just a super wife to him. And other really, really fun memories that I have were of going on long trips and you reading to us. Robert the Quail, I mean, I was so enraptured with your reading. And actually, now that I try to do some reading in the car myself, if Deb were driving or whatever, or even looking at an iPad or something, and it shakes around so much you can't even hardly read, and yet you read seamlessly with all of the excitement and all of the storyline, and oh, it was so fantastic. And we got such a kick out of that, and it's not just that you were reading a story to us. It made our family alive. It made us think about the story and all those kinds of stories. Like I think what one was, Charlotte's Web, or Peppy Longstocking. I know you read us a bunch of Peppy Longstocking, and there's always these little snippets of wisdom in there, and it was just so great. And you've just been that way all your life. You know, I think back about the times that we went to your family, to meet with your brothers and your sisters, my aunts and uncles, and I just loved them all. I loved Raymond. He was so rustic and funny, and Edna, hilarious. Um, you know, to be honest with you, I don't know that this really matters, but Jeannie was my favorite. And I know that she had a hard life there, but back when I was really young and we were all going down there, and I remember even, you know, I must have been maybe 8, 9, 10. That might have been the time that Dad locked me in the garage to do the rain, actually the sun dance, which actually worked, which was a miracle. And I know that to this day you must think I have supernatural powers, that I do, but it's all because of you. But I just remember Jeannie and her smile, the twinkling eye. No one, even Santa Claus, doesn't have that sparkle in his eye when he smiles like she did. And she was so upbeat and so happy and so loving and so sincere. And I tell you, there's no person in the world that made you feel like on top of the world like her when you went to visit. And your whole family, I loved them all. And they were so great. I mean, you know, I remember going to see Edna and Carter in the summer one time, and he had a Cadillac, and we thought he was real rich, and it must have been about a 58, something like that. And also he had a sailboat, and we went out on a sailboat, and we were sailing on this lake, and I was leaning over on one of these ropes, apparently a rope that was going to control whether we sunk or not. And we kept on going further and further and further over until the thing was sideways, and everybody was yelling, "Davey, Davey, Davey, get off of the rope! Let go of the rope!" And I, you know, besides being in a panic mode myself, I realized, oh my God, I'm the one causing this. So, because Carter couldn't control the sail apparently without hurting me, and he wanted me to let go of the rope. Anyhow, I don't know if that's true exactly, but it's what I remember. But it was such a blast, and I just our family, we, you know, of course had our ups and downs like any family does, but you have been such a solid rock. You're such a beautiful person. You've been so good to me and so forgiving to me. I just wanted to share some of those things. I mean, I could go on and on. The fun things the great cook that you are, the recipes that you shared, or you know, uh, there's a million memories, but those are just some of the ones that really stick out to me, that show the sincere depth of your love. And I just wanted you to know that I love you back, and I would do anything for you. I think about you all the time, very fondly, and I'm just it's really kind of, in a way, no words. It's just really too much, but I thought you would get a kick out of hearing it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. So I love you. Happy Mother's Day, and we'll uh, catch you at the next time. I'm coming over this afternoon and meeting you and Dad at 3 o'clock at Petco. So this is Sunday. This is Saturday morning, and then you know, we'll just get together and stay as close as we are. I just love you so much, and I thank you for being my mom. I'm a very lucky man.